motherfucking, I was so proud of myself that I timed the swap scene to the end of the orchestra, and then I started talking about how proud I was. I was like, look at me go, guys. I'm a professional streamer. I'm ready. Look, we're all good. We're started. We've started the stream and it's all going great. Yes. And then I forgot to unmute. One of these days I'll figure that out. How is everyone doing? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening in this fine world we call planet Earth. One day I will defeat IT, but it is not today, it turns out. I hope you guys have had a good start to your week. Maybe, hopefully. I can't say mine was great. I was up at 7 a.m. playing Cuphead on, I think, 300 or something ping, whilst also consuming beer. If you missed the stream, go check out Tama's channel. As, yeah, that was rough. That was really rough. I imagine it was not the best time for everyone, but how's the BAC? Well, I basically spent all day asleep because I think I had maybe 5 hours sleep going into that stream, and then I tried to carb load after the stream just to like help pad the tummy. So I ate a sandwich. I don't know if that'll help, but hopefully, I don't know. We have almost 40k subscribers on YouTube. Do you have any plans? Honestly, no. Basically, all of the goals that we've achieved so far have been too fast for me to really comprehend anything. It's been kind of a roller coaster. A 40k stream for 40k. I mean, I could play Dawn of War, I guess, because we did hit 40k on YouTube, on Twitch as well, with the lead up to joining phase, like the announcement. I think the announcement, or maybe the first day. Let me check. Might have been the first day. But yeah, I guess we could do a celebratory Dawn of War stream next week, because it is a Warhammer game that I do want to play. But I feel like playing it and then dropping it until I come back to it later is gonna be bad. Because I don't know, maybe we could have it be a game that I play. I think I have it. What is it called again? How do I see my... I haven't streamed technically for like a day or two and I've forgotten how to do this. We have 45,000 followers on Twitch? What the fuck? I'm almost at 46,000? What the heck? I'm almost at 100,000 across Twitch and YouTube? What the fuck? I think Lottie is outside my room. One sec. I have her tonight. It's my turn to look after Lottie. Which it probably should have been my turn last night, but oh well. Please no number friending. I think number friending like milestones like that is fine, but only if I'm doing it. Only if I'm doing it. Thank you very much everyone for the support on Twitch and YouTube, guys. It seems Phase Connect Princes can't tell absolute monarchy from constitutional monarchy. Would you like to give it a lecture on the topic? My mouth. We could. I guess we could. Maybe. Thank you for the super chats. Phone number San. Is that what I call you? Phone number San. Also, thank you, Snow Parrots, for the membership on YouTube as well. Thank you very much. Sorry, I did thank you and I was muted. I said, oh, that was well timed. Thank you, Snow Parrots, for the membership. And you didn't hear it because my mic was muted. We will be talking about elective monarchies, kind of. I guess the Holy Roman Empire is an elective monarchy, although it's like yeah. Yeah, it's like a little bit more complex than that because it is a monarchy situation. The Vatican is elective. The Vatican is also absolute. It's like, I think if you look up absolute monarchies on Wikipedia, the Vatican City is #1. I think there's a few places in Africa, and then there's also a place in, is it Bhutan? Or is it Brunei? I forget. Yeah. But like, there is an election process, but they are an absolute monarch, technically. Yeah. So it's one of those weird things, right? Because like elective monarchies imply that like they have some say in how the country or whatever is the entity is run, but it's an absolute monarchy, then technically they don't. It's weird rules. I mean, there's still some monarchies, right? We haven't completely democratized the entire planet yet. Not that like I'm LARPing as like a Helldivers character. But is Malaysia an elective monarchy? I would have to check, but I don't know too much about Malaysia. Aside from the fact that I was there for like a hot second. But yeah, I've today and yesterday were kind of weird days. I apologize. I apologize for taking yesterday off, guys. My apologies. I did want to try and keep streaming every day. But unfortunately my body just kind of gave out. I woke up just before stream to try and, because I did phase weekly. I did phase weekly that morning at like 6 a.m. So I was up at like 5:30, I think was when I woke up. I did phase weekly, and then I tried to get as much sleep as I could before regular stream start, and I woke up and my voice was not gone. I mean, it wasn't there. I was going, hey guys, hey, hi. So I figured that probably wouldn't be a very good stream if my voice is like I guess like I actually sound like those hag witches in like a Disney film or something, or fantasy novels. Yeah, it turned into Gollum. Speaking of which, I had a cup of tea just before to try and perk me up for stream. Not that it has much caffeine in it, because I have just spent basically all day lazing around. Any good reading? Does filling out a passport renewal application count as good reading? My passport expired, so I was doing that today. I filled out the renewal process, so I need to get that all filled in. I gotta submit it, I guess. Oh, thank you, Neospink, for the super chats. I'm glad this thunderstorm woke me up just in time to catch the stream. Happy to see you again. Thank you very much. I hope you are well rested, and I hope the thunderstorm isn't too bad. Yeah, no, I what else did I do today? I slept. I cuddled Lottie. I made sure Lottie went outside, because roomies were out all day. And then, what else did I do? I made dinner. Spag bowl. I made spag bowl. Which I know you guys are going to be like, oh, Clio, did you remember to heat up the pan first? Yes. Did you get ahead after the drinking game with Temmo? Get ahead? Get ahead? What? Huh? What, with what sauce? It's just a jar of like Dolmio jarred sauce. I don't know if it was Dolmio. It was like, what's the other guy? He's got like a happy old man on it. What incarnation is spag bowl? It's spaghetti bolognese. Oh, headache. No, I made sure to eat a lot of food, and I only had 2 beers, I think. I think I had 2 beers, and my beers aren't very strong. Like, it's... How strong is a Peroni? Peroni. Alcohol percentage. I think it's like 4.7? Oh, 5.0. It's 5.0. So it's not too bad. And then I just chugged alcohol. Not alcohol. I chugged water, ate some bread, and I felt okay. Thank you, Number-san, again. Elected monarchy sounds interesting. I always thought divine right and theism was what made monarchy different from a democracy. I mean, at the end of the day, it's all made up. It's all just like different justifications for power and control of a state. And like the systems are... The systems are, you know, somewhat overlapping with the system of like... Where am I going with this? I don't know. It's all a variant of power structures? Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, it's inherently, they're all just variants of power structures. It's just how they end up dictating and sharing the power is like the ultimate difference between it. And there's still a ruler at the end of the day, whether or not they have like absolute power versus, I don't know, like shared control with a government or whatever. Thank you, Woa. Welcome to the Hexarians. The systems are flawed. I mean, I don't know if they're flawed necessarily, but I think there's merits and negatives to probably most systems. If you're looking at them in isolation, whether in practicality they have applicability. Otherwise, there would be no reasons for governments or people to create the systems in the first place, because everyone would just use the best possible system. Right? Separation of powers? Yeah. I'm not saying you guys have to overthrow the government. What I'm saying is that ultimately power structures aren't like too dissimilar, because it's inherently hierarchical in nature, and there's always like a head and there's always the people below it, kind of, right? No, do not overthrow the government. If Venice came up with the role of the Doge as largely symbolic, why did they get brutally murdered as part of the retirement package, at least early on? I mean, I can't think of, off the top of the heads, I can only name, well, not name, I can only think of 2 Doges. The one who led the disastrous war in 1177 was murdered in the streets of Venice. I forget his name. I think he was killed in like 1181 or something. He went, if you're not aware, so there was the Massacre of Latins in, I want to say it was 1177. And basically the massacre happened. If you're not sure what the massacre is, basically the then a Byzantine ruler who was anti-Western was in power, and essentially racial tensions between the native Greek population and the Latin merchant class that had taken up significant portions of residence in the city of Constantinople had a lot of tension. There's a religious tension, there's social, there's economic tension, racial tensions. And so they had...
Dogecoin and Doge meme are the only 2 Doges I can name.
Oh, well, thank you, Red Fox Outback. Thank you for the bits on Twitch. Sneaky sending bits via Twitch. Your voice is so good. I feel a bit rough at the moment, but thank you. So that resulted in essentially a massive mob of anti-Latin Greeks forming in the city of Constantinople that then went to the Latin district, which is where most of the Latin population of Constantinople lived at the time, which was, so essentially it was like a lot of merchants and their families, workers, sailors, trying to think what else. And so it wasn't just Venice, it was also Genoese citizens, it was Pisans, it was Amalfi, there was, I want to say there was also Florentine merchants involved, but for the most part, everyone just focuses on the Venetians, because the Venetians had the instant reaction of, after hearing the news, when it got back to Venice, that, oh shit, they just massacred like significant portions of people. I think the total killed was like 20,000. I think 20,000 people were supposedly killed, but that number could be exaggerated by history. So they, news got back to Venice. The Doge then called a snap meeting with the councils and declared war on the Byzantine Empire. Rallied the army, or the navy I should say, and all the forces, and sailed down to, I think they first hit Crete, sacked Crete, and then I think they were somewhere in the Aegean at some point, waiting out. I think they were wintering in the Aegean, and they got hit by a plague. So the army got basically wiped out, or not wiped out, severely, how do I say this? Severely affected, I guess I should say, by this plague. And then as a result, the Doge was put under a lot of pressure, so he decided to return home. So he returns, he grabs the navy and they sail back to Venice, inadvertently bringing the plague with them. So they bring the plague to Venice, and the population of the city gets very mad at that, because now people are sick and dying in the city, not only just the army, or the military, I should say. And so they, basically he gets, I think he was just walking through the city of Venice and his bodyguards just like abandoned him. And he just gets killed by a violent mob. So that's one of the Doges long story short, that's one of the Doges that I remember dying. The second Doge that I remember being killed is, well, the thing about him is that he is the only one in the, there's in the Doge's palace, there's a room with portraits of every single Doge, minus one. And they put a curtain over his portraits. Doge's palace curtain. Let me try and show you it. And by curtain, I mean they painted over it. If I can find it. So it's Doge Marino Thalia. Let me show this on stream. Hopefully I can find it. Image, browse, desktop. I tidied up my desktop a bit because I was, oh my god. Never mind, I still have some stuff that I need to get rid of. Okay, so this is the curtain. So he had a portrait, because every single Doge gets a portrait. I'll show you a picture of the actual Doge's palace to show you what I mean. If I can find an image of the room. Oh yeah, there we go. I highly recommend going to the Doge's palace, by the way. It's really impressive. It's a absolutely beautiful building. If I can friggin' find the Grand Council, the Chamber of the Great Council, I should say. There we go. Okay, this is very blurry. Is this one slightly better? Nope, that's also blurry. Which one's better? This one has better lighting. Yeah, this one has better lighting. Okay. So, I'll move this out of the way, sorry, and then I'll grab the Doge's palace. This is probably huge, this image. This is a big JPEG that's about to hit the screen. Where is it? Here. Yep, that's a big JPEG. Guys, there might be some titties. I apologize. There may be some itty bitty Renaissance titty. So if you can kind of see at the top of the room, there's like a series of pictures. Not the ceiling, like what would you call it? The what do you call it? You know the bit where the roof heats the is it just a fresco? The bit of the roof where it touches the ceiling and there's like a curved bit. Do you know what that's called? Fresco is the painting style, yeah. I'm struggling. Molding? Is that what it's called? Anyway, so if you see that, regardless of what it's called, each sort of little area there is actually a portrait of a Doge. So every single Doge of Venice in history, from the first Doge to the very last, which is 1400 years of leaders, is on display of the in the Doge's palace. So I'll blow it up. Sorry, I got this from the Traveling Squid. Thank you very much for having your image on Google. So if you can kind of see all their portraits. And there's actually a second image on this website, and they actually end up doubling up some of the portraits because I think they realized they were running out of space. So here's, I think, the other side. Hello from the other side. I loved you 4,000 times. So this is the other side. You can kind of see, like, they probably realized, oh fuck, we better like start putting more portraits because we're gonna run out of room. And there, can you see that? On the left hand side, there's a guy with a portrait, and then to the left of him is a black flag. Can you see that? And so that, it's not really a flag, it's black cloth. It's like a curtain. So they had his portrait up there, and then because of his actions, they painted over it. So here's the cloth. So it says hic est logos marini thaletro decapitati pro grimnibus. Grimminbus, I guess. So essentially he is like a redacted Doge because they don't talk about him in Venice because he tried to overthrow the Republic. Thank you very much. Thank you for the bits, Sage Stone Ape. Thank you very much. What would you consider a classic historical movie? And what would be your favorites? I don't know. I mean, Gladiator's like not historical at all, but it's fucking sick. Ben-Hur, for the sheer scale of it, like the original, is pretty crazy. Yeah, so this guy, Marini, let me find his gosh darn name, if I can get it, and I'll get his Wikipedia page, or whatever, where I can find the information. Marini, can I have it? What's his name? Marinophalia is the Western name, the English way of saying it. So it's this guy. Oh wait, he does have a portrait on Wikipedia. You won't believe it, guys, but this Doge He was very old. So let me find you the image. That is a picture of my clavicles. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you very much. Where is... Oh, here he is. Where is he? Oh, here he is. This is the Doge. Marino Faliero. And essentially he became Doge in 1354. So he actually will probably be in EU4 then. He might actually be in EU5, sorry. But essentially, in the, what was it? He becomes Doge of Venice and has a pretty bad time. And then in 1355, when he realizes that his power is weakening, because, you know, the Doge of Venice doesn't have, like, absolute power. He's beholden to the will of the council. He attempts a coup d'etat. To try and seize power away from the various different councils. He has a beanie on. He got that beanie on. I don't know how true this is. Wikipedia is listing that apparently he did this because his wife got insulted, which sounds a bit suspicious. Like, it's a very strange justification for a coup d'etat. I guess there's the Korean one recently, which was even funnier. But yeah. Oh no, never mind. Hang on. Author Grignola suggests that his move was consistent with a prevailing trend in Italian cities to move away from oligarchic government to absolute dynastic rule. Okay, well maybe he was just, you know, as the Italians do, seize power for yourself. So the plot that he had orchestrated plans to murder the head of various different houses, the patrician houses or the patrician families, and then proclaim himself Prince of Venice. And then apparently it was so badly organized of a coup that the poor communications between the conspirators essentially led to the scheme being discovered instantly. So he gets arrested. Along with all of the ringleaders in his plot. And then various different members of the palace, or various different conspirators were sentenced to death. And then when it came to the Doge's sentencing, he's in I believe there's a picture of him dying. There's like a famous artwork of him dying, so I'll try and find it. Because I think there is, yep, here it is. I don't know if you can see this, because I haven't got it open yet. Let me save this. This is the portrait. This is the thing. I'll grab the image. Doop. Okay. Oh, wow, that's a lot bigger than I thought. So this is essentially in the Doge's palace, I think. I think this is in the Doge's palace. So this is the council convening to decide the Doge's fate. Here's the Doge on the left. This is him. And so he gets sentenced to death. You see the person on the left there, he's actually holding the Doge's clothes. Like the ornaments, the sort of the clothing that the Doge got to wear. It was very dramatic and grandiose. And then you see the guy with the sword out. He has a name. Let me find it. I don't think he actually... Oh, this article about him doesn't have the name, actually. Never mind. Anyway, so they sentence him to death, And then that guy who was just in attendance was like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it now. Instead of like, you know, letting an executioner do it. He just whips his side piece out and fucking beheads him. So that's the Doge dead on the floor. Right there. So yeah. That guy there, he was just like, fuck it. Let's get it over with. I'll kill the bastard. And so there he is. He just chopped his head off. Which is kind of metal, right? That's kind of metal. It's a cool sword. Yeah. It is. It really is. Let me go ahead and... Oh, thank you very much for the membership. Kirkies, thank you very much. And also Raid of Storms, thank you for the super chats. Sadly gonna miss the library card readings. I'll give bonus points to anyone who remembers this and figures out what the numbers on mine are though. Well, hopefully it's not a code to your favorite naughty artwork, because we already had a few of those. Let me go ahead and just delete these images straight away so I can... I'm getting fed up of my desktop being full of just like random screenshots from streams. Let me just get rid of this. There we go. That's a bit better. I haven't tweeted that I'm live. Fucking... Oh god. Hang on. I need more gifts. Guys, can I have more gifts, please? I request more gifts. Hello, live. Should I just type, hi, I'm live? Hi, I'm live on YouTube. You just missed me talking about when the Doge of Venice tried to start a coup and got his decapitated and his profile picture was painted over. His portraits was painted over in disgrace. Oh, that's just... I copy pasted the Doge's name. Hang on. Where? Copy video URL? Here is link. There we go. Post. Oh, thank you Razor Nater for the gift membership, and also thank you Bill Wilson for the membership as well. Wait, huh? Wait, what's happening? What? Thank you Endomitus. Thank you for the $20 super chat. Thank you very much. Oh, I forgot to check. We did the experiments about the earnings, right? Sorry, I've been so zonked by life that I haven't been keeping track of like all the things that I said I was going to do. Sorry. How do I check that? I think if I go to YouTube Studio. Thank you Marco as well for the 5 memberships. Thank you very, very much. Guys, if you got memberships, please say thank you. Please do say thank you, because it's nice to say thank you when you get gifts. If I check, I think it was the last EU4 stream, yeah? I think it was the last EU4 stream. So I was running ads manually on YouTube every time I got an ad break on Twitch. Is that analytics? I think so. Send her more gifts. She ordered us. No, I didn't. Thank you for the super chats. I said gifts. I said gifts. GIF. Thank you Valdian for the super chats. And thank you Pyrite for the 5 gift memberships. And thank you Irie Senpai for the raid. Good morning, guys. Good afternoon, good evening. And now I'm denying it. I'm not trying to extort you for money. Why would I extort you for money? I'm not trying to. I'm trying to find out if I have the the information. Learn more. Can I? No, that didn't do it. Irie, how do I stream on YouTube? This website confuses me. Edgel, thank you for the gift memberships. Thank you very much. I see what your name is. I have been keeping up with my schedule making. Speaking of which, I think I have... Is this the schedule? Nope, that's the merch. Guys, you can go to shop.phase-connect.com. That's shop.phase-connect.com right now to buy your Invader anniversary merch. I mean, Invader debut merch. Sorry, that's the wrong one. I have two images just sitting at the bottom of the screen, permanently active. One sec, where is it? Might make my OBS lag a little bit. Where's the... Is it this one? It is! There we go. This is the schedule. So this is last week's. Give me a sec to update it. Thank you, Irie. How was your stream? What did Irie get up to? What was Irie up to in her streams today? Sorry, I've been asleep, so I didn't see what the stream was like. Thank you. Oh my god, guys, chill with the gifts. Doggo Bongo, thank you for 10 gift subs. Membership, sorry. Thank you very, very much. And thank you, Pyrite, for the super chat, gifting the Hag Queen my hard-earned treasures under the threat of death like the Doge of Venice. No, I'm not doing that at all. That's making me out to be very bad. Yeah. Oh, it was Claire Obscure. Yes, I saw the tweet now. I remember. How is Claire Obscure? I do want to play that, but I think everyone and their mother and their dog's brother is probably playing that game. So I feel like maybe I just let it wait for a bit, because it feels like everyone is playing it. I've heard great things. And it is technically a strategy game, because it's a JRPG. Well, it's a JRPG. Haha, I said the joke that probably everyone else has said. Yes, sorry. Here's my schedule for the week. So if you missed it, I had a collab with Tenma Senpai on her channel on YouTube this morning that we played Cuphead, and I was on 300 ping and drinking alcohol at 7 a.m. Which feels like the introduction. That feels like the introduction to that one smoking channel on YouTube. What is it? Smoking channel YouTube. You know what I mean? It's like something fucking Jenkins or something. What is it? Guy who smokes on YouTube. Guy. Not Jerry. Guy who smokes on YouTube. Jacob fucking Jones. That was it. That felt like a Jacob fucking Jones introduction. Guys, no, stop giving super chats about me extorting you, because then I think that shows up in the... I'm pretty sure when you do that, at least on Twitch, when people send super chats... Not super chats, sorry. When people send donations on Stream Elements, and then I give it to the accountant, the message that you type in the donation, my accountant sees. So please don't say anything incriminating when you donate, because I'm scared that my accountant is gonna see it and then make judgments about me. But that's only, I think that's only Stream Element donations. I don't know if that goes to YouTube. I guess YouTube probably just collates all the information for me when I export it to the accountant. Oh my god, I have to... Oh, fuck. I'm gonna have to do all my... Oh, man. I'm gonna have to deal with YouTube and Twitch income from now on. Oh, god. That's double the work. Fuck. God damn it. Sorry, I just... No, don't say that. Please don't say Findom Donor, please. Thank you for the super chat, Pyrite. And thank you, Daisy Chain, for the super chat that was $20 saying clavicle. Thank you. It's not Findom Friday, it's a Monday! And I'm not doing Findom! I sadly know what it is. Because streaming has introduced me to all sorts of strange things through mainly through talking to Mia. Mia was like the gateway to just like a strange corner of the internet. Unfortunately for me. Because she's young and I think quite online. So she told me a lot about the internet, unfortunately. I'm not blaming her. It's just I feel like that's how it happened. Thank you very much for the super chats. Where was I up to in saying thank you? I don't even remember. Oh no, Hyper Shouter? Is that how I say your name? Thank you for the super chat. Pizza Man, thank you for the super chat. Tom All Thumbs, thank you for the super chat. Your accountant is going to see all the thirsty donos. Yes. Yes, she will. Monkfire, thank you for the super chat. Clio is not extorting us. Honest. Thank you. Thank you for putting that. And thank you, Nicopol, for the super chat. This super chat is for the illegal things that Clio's told me. Don't do that, please. And thank you, Kirkias, for the super chat as well. Thank you for describing how attracted you are to your accountant. My accountant is like a granny, I think. I think she's an actual granny. She's just very good with maths. And she knows how to use Excel. Hag love? That's true. So are you? I'm not a granny. I'm an aunt at best. Because I am an aunt. My peer? I mean, I think she's old enough to be my mother. Pretty easily. And please do not simp for my accountant. Thank you, Seal Boy, for the super chat. It was not given under duress. Thank you very much. Guys, no. Why did I... Oh, I shouldn't have mentioned anything. No, my accountant is not single. She has a family. I think she has grandchildren. I have dug myself a hole. And I cannot get out. Guys, can I talk about my schedule, please? I'll say thank you to all the super chats and read them out, but can I also do the... Can I do the stream? Am I allowed to stream? Are you guys gonna be silly sausages? I think you guys are being silly sausages. Oh, never mind. No, go ahead. You can do both. I feel bad talking over the dings. I don't know. It feels like I should let the dings happen instead of, you know, just ignoring them. Because I don't want to ignore them. But the problem is you guys keep sending so many that I can't keep up. Which is, I guess, the worst. It's like the most first world problems I've ever had, I think. People are giving too many super chats that I can't read all of them out. I guess I could eventually figure out how to give the super chats TTS, but I feel like if I have that, then if I multi-stream, it's going to drive me and you insane. I could also turn the TTS off on Twitch, to be fair, I guess, but I've just always had that setting on. TTS hates? We could do a poll. I feel like the Twitch viewers may like the TTS more, because people get to make jokes about it. It's pretty bad. It's risky. I might end up bumping up, I guess because I'm in phase now and, you know, like things have changed. And I guess people have more I have more eyes on me. I guess I could bump up the minimum cost for the TTS. Because I think Lumi has it more than I do. Because mine is still the default. Like, if you just donate 100 bits, I think you get to TTS. And I think it's like $1 on stream elements. Maybe this was a mistake to say this on stream whilst live. Could you read mine, please? It'll be the last for now. Thank you. I will. Don't worry. I will read all the super chats. I just need to find where I was in the list. Where was I? Oh, I was here. I remember because you were talking about trying to expose me to my accountant for illegal activities. Yes. Thank you very much, Nicopol, for the super chats. Oh yeah, you were talking about the illegal things. I have done no illegal deeds. Okay. Rabid Azel? The receipts are laced with arsenic. I think that's a crime. I don't think you should say that on the internet in a public setting. Thank you though for the super chats. Sage Stone Ape, Doge Clio has increased taxes. We will starve this winter. Our coffers are empty. The elders have been sent to hunt in the forests, never to return. That's really depressing. Oh, thank you again for the super chats. Seal Boy, this money was not given in duress. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for not giving it in duress. And then Valdian says, I'm terribly sorry for my last donation. Clio, in fact, did not order us to all give money ever at all. She loves her accountant very much and does not try to extort money out of her viewers ever. My family is not being held hostage. I'm glad you could say that in very plain text. Thank you. Shiza, thank you for the super chats. Thank you for saving me and my family when my house was burning down. Really appreciate that. You're welcome. No problem. I definitely did that. Thank you for the super chat, Blue Sky. If you don't get this message, can you tell your accountant we hope they have a good day? They're gonna need it with this chat. Maybe. And then Silent Sonata says, is my accountant single? Nope. Thank you for the super chat. Phone number, San. Thank you for the history talk. Venice seems rarely talked about. Also, the numbers on my name are just old college ID, but I don't mind nicknames. Oh, okay. I kind of like phone number, even though I don't think that's... Is 8 numbers enough for a phone number? I don't know. Where was I in the list? Have I missed people? No, it auto snapped upwards. Oh, okay. Jesus Christ, I have so many to read still. Oh, fuck. Sorry. I'm so sorry, guys. Raid of Storms, thank you for the super chat. Money for the Guild Accountants. I guess she does get paid. Yeah, that's true. Trail Gamer, hello. I caught your EU4 stream the other day and listening to your ramblings put you straight up to being my second favorite VTuber. Thank you. I'm glad you like the EU4. Oven Poop, thank you for the super chats. Saya Dubre for my librarian queen. I'm not a queen. Thank you. I don't think I am a queen. Be nice if I was. But... Yep. That's true. It did do that. I don't think I am a queen. It would be nice if I was. Bulls... Oh, wow. Your name. Okay. Bulls Deep 6969 San. Hey, Clio, do you remember the light novel / manga series Library Wars? No, because I've never read it. Sorry. But thank you for the super chats. Kitsu. I promise that I'm not under great duress in this findom, trust mate. I totally am not being forced financially to hag. Tung Sahor. What the hell is that? Did you just activate a sleeper agent or something with that? Hyper Shouter, thank you for the super chat. The dings will continue until morale improves. A Nean's Eclipse. Hi Clio, because of you, I am consumed in EU4. Thank you. I'm glad I can introduce you to cool games, and I hope you can still clip me and my friends in Phase Connect, despite now having a new addiction. Koyuki of DCP. I went insane and wrote about devoiced vowels. Huh? Thank you for the super chat. I don't know what that means. Seal Ander sent a super chat. How many people have made the Cleopatra pun? I made it. I've made that pun. Because my not safe for work art tag is Cleopatra. So I made that joke in like September 2022. So yeah. Because I thought it was funny. Brave SJ. We won't let you get on with the stream. We'll just keep showering you with donations. Now you're not Findom, you're Fin Sub. How the turns have tabled. I don't think I like the implication of any of this, to be honest. Thank you for the super chats, Brave SJ. I don't think I'm comfortable with that, but thank you. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I'm comfortable with like my streams being associated with BDSM. I'm gonna be honest. Thank you though. Marco, thank you for the donation via Stream Elements. You did in fact go ding. And then Doggo Bongo, thank you for the super chat. And Blue Sky, thank you for the super chat as well. All women are queens, as the kids say. Thanks. I thought kids said if she breathes, she's a thought. Isn't that what you guys used to say? Or is that old? Is that old now? Kinda? Do they still say it? That was like 5 years ago. That's a very old meme. 10 years ago? I'm gonna be honest. That's probably gonna keep happening on stream where I keep making references to things that I think are still used. And I don't know. Also, I forgot. I actually had a model update, guys. I had a model update. So it's only been 3 and a bit weeks, I think. Yeah, it's only been 3 and a bit weeks. I've had a model update. So actually, some very observant watchers, some viewers, noticed that I had a little bit of an errant, I think, eyelash on my stream, on my model. If I can find whoever pointed it out, if I can find it, which I don't think I have. I have not. No, okay, I've lost it. Someone pointed it out on Discord. So yeah, I had an eyelash that was just like not connected to anything on my. For you guys, it'll be my left eyelash. It's my right one for me. It has been fixed. So the model is fixed. Where am I getting pinged, guys? Try not to ping me, please. Oh, thank you. Yeah, this thing. Oh, yeah. So I had... Where is it? Okay. Open image. I'll get the full size one. Open image. Save image. It's a WebP. Why is everything a fucking WebP? I know it's like... Isn't it really annoying that they introduced a new standard that is actually quite good? But it is ass for like when you need to upload it to stuff. So if you can see that, can you see that on the left-hand side of my face? I guess it's more observant if I take my glasses off. I had like a little bit of a line there coming out of the top of my eye. It's gone now, so it's all fixed. See? All gone. The majority of WebP hate is misdirected. Well, the problem is when I need to use it for like, when I have to save an image on the internet and I want to like open it in GIMP and stuff, or to like use it for like a thumbnail, and then it doesn't get supported by software, is very annoying. Is very, very annoying. AVIF is worse, yes, because nothing seems to fucking work with AVIF. Like, you save an AVIF and then you can't do fucking anything with it. It's just a picture. Oh, thank you very much for the super chats. Sorry. The Seal Boy. It's 5 a.m. and here I am still trying to finish this damn paper on network design. Why did I ever go into grad school again? Probably because you had grand ideals about where your life would go. I don't know. Good luck with the paper. I hope you can finish it, and hopefully it isn't too miserable. Also, TNT Kit. Hi Clio, yesterday was my birthday, but there's no stream, so this is the replacement. Have a good day. Well, thank you for the super chat and happy birthday. I think everyone already, guys, everyone say happy birthday now. Hello RJ, thank you for the super chat. Do you deal fent or meth? I want some. I don't deal meth, and if you want fence, Mary_Yen streams are down the road. Oh, thank you for the super chat, Nyanta. You took off your glasses. I'm mesmerized. Here's the money. Thank you. Is it really that big a deal when I take my glasses off? Yeah. Is it really that big a deal? Sorry, I'll get the schedule out of the way. Is that big a deal? Did my chat die? Oh, you guys are typing so fast that the chat died. Oh, fuck. YouTube, why are you so ass?
Free super chat hour.
Why is YouTube so ass? What the hell? Go live. I have to go to the... I can't have hype chat on, apparently. Okay, let me get the hype chat open. I was like, why is chat frozen? What the fuck happened? And then all of a sudden it went... Thank you. Thank you very much. It's not free super chat hour. Also, YouTube, fuck off. Stop trying to make me do ads. Also, I've got the video analytics open and it says that it's still pending. Maybe if I go to this, ad revenue. Oh, shit. Never mind. Hang on. Okay, guys. It might be worth running ads. It might be worth running ads. Okay. Let me find another stream to use as reference. What was another long one? The Kenshi stream, right? The Kenshi stream. Okay. Give me a second. Analytics. Revenue. Wait, never mind. No, it wasn't. It's the exact same. I pressed the button like 20 times and it increased by $3. Wait, what? Hang on. That can't be right. Is that how much I was getting from YouTube ads? Huh? Thank you very much for the memberships. I will catch up on the donations real quick. I'm just staring at the thing. Oh, okay. Yeah, no. So running ads had like literally zero impact. Never mind. It made three. I annoyed however many people, and I earned $4 more than the stream prior. No, $3. Hang on, wait, let me get the exact number. No, it's not even $3. It's $2.90. No, it's $2.83. No. Guys, what's the difference between 4.87, sorry, I can't fucking read. What's the difference between 4.87 and 7.74? Hang on, I'll just get a calculator out. I'll just do that manually. 7.74 minus 4.87. I made $2.87 more by annoying you whilst by manually running ads. I'm fucking rich, guys. Smell you later, poverty people. I'm gonna buy a mansion. Let's go. Okay, so there's literally 0 point in me running ads manually on YouTube. I think. Judging by the difference. Oh, it says how much advertisers pay did go up by a factor of 3, but I don't know what that means because it's YouTube lingo and I don't understand it. Loads of money. Yes, anyway, sorry. Enough looking at Findom numbers. No, now you've... Enough looking at financial numbers, sorry. I made under $3 from manually running ads on YouTube. So for the people confused why I do run ads on Twitch, I earn on average like $300 US per stream, like regular stream from Twitch. So that's why I do it. It also gets me to break up the stream and like stand up and stretch and go get water and stuff, which is nice. It's very nice that I get to do that. Did you ever learn to use a slide rule? I don't know. Because I don't know what a slide rule is. Dingo dollars or US? US. The back end of Twitch is all in American US dollars. I don't even know how to set it to Australian. I don't think I can. Which is a nice surprise when you get paid. Because it's like, oh, I earn this much. And then I get it in my bank account and it's like, wait a second. I got that US dollary dues. Haha! Where did the freckles go? Wait a second. My freckles are gone. I've been de-Irished. What the fuck? They made me English. No, I gotta put glasses on. They defreckled me. What the fuck? Okay, I'll send that to the... I need to... Hang on. Help. Reply. Hi. The fix is there, but it also took away my freckles. Can you ask to re-enable them, please? Or I guess I can. I guess I'll just ask. Wait, I can just ask because I think I still... Where's Teru Papa? Oh, geez, there's so many people sending me messages recently. Jesus Christ. I'm in friggin' streamer mode. Is this who I want? I fucking hate streamer mode. Disable. Yes. Thank you for the fix of the eyelash. However, the fixed version doesn't have my freckles anymore. Would you be able to turn my freckles back on? Turn my freckles back on? Please. Thank you. Oh. I couldn't send the message. Include a sad face. I have. We are not friends, so we cannot message. Never mind. Are you friends with your dad? Sorry, weird tangent. What were we talking about? You noticed my freckles. Oh, sorry. I had a bunch of super chats to catch up on. Oh, Jesus. Pixie Misa, thank you for the super chat. Ding. Thank you very much. Malcolm Liang, thank you for the donation. Thank you very much. Abibyama, did you know that you can schedule your tweets? I do, but I could. I could schedule my tweets, that's true. I could do that. Duke of Taco, thank you for the super chats. First time actually managing to catch a stream, and I get to see your smug face without glasses. I feel blessed. Thank you. Unfortunately, I am freckleless. Thank you, CZ, for the super chats. When saving a WebP, you can add .png, or /jpeg suffix to save it as that format. Love the streams. Oh, the tech. The tech. Euphoria, thank you for the 5 memberships. Thank you very, very much. That's very kind of you. Thank you, RJ. Can you kiss the camera? No. Do you deserve that sort of fan service? I don't know. Iveson Nightfall, thank you for the super chats. Did you ever learn to use a slide rule? I don't know what that is. Is that something to do with mathematics? Valdian, thank you for the super chats. Not only does Clio extort us for money, she asks us to hide it from her accountant, but then she hits us with ads. Such a true European monarch, yep. And then Pixie Misa says, in a super chat, thank you very much, a slide rule is one of those magic mathematical rulers things that you see nerds using in old movies around spaceflight. Kind of cool. Okay, I have nothing to do with aeronautical? Is that aeronautical? I have nothing to do with that. But thank you. LS, thank you for the membership. Thank you very much. Welcome to the Hackstorians. And your Ray. Happy Memorial Day, Sexy Sensei, USA, USA. Is it Memorial Day? Wait, is it Memorial Day in America? It is? Oh, happy Memorial Day, guys. Lest we forget. Thank you for the super chat, Nyanza. You put on the glasses again. Now I'm in love. Here, money. Well, thank you. And phone number San. She's like Arthur Pendragon. Travels from Ireland to Wales chasing the golden comb, then becomes English, French, and anime. I'm not French. Thank you for the super chat. You're welcome for my service. Thank you for being in the US military. Signed person not from America. We had our own Memorial Day in Australia in April. It's called Anzac Day. That's our day. I'm French Canadian by virtue of being in phase. I don't think phase has anything to do with Quebecois, right? I don't know. What if I'm Anglo-Norman? I don't know. Anzac Day is your birthday? Hey, well, happy birthday from a month ago. Literally a month ago. It's the 26th. One of the few days that Kiwis and Aussies get along. It's also a day, fun fact, there's a form of gambling in Australia that's illegal except on Anzac Day. And I think it's called Two Up? Is it called Two Up? Anzac Day gambling. Yeah, it's called Two Up. So you have these. Let me try and show you an image. Two Up. Do I have an image of it? Here's a bunch of soldiers playing it during the war. Did I save it? I didn't. I opened the image file without saving it. Okay, browse. Not that one. Huh? Uh-oh. Oh no, I did get rid of it. Yeah. I was like, where did all the images go? This is them playing Two Up. And essentially in Two Up, you put these coins into like a wooden panel. And then I think you have to bet what the coins end up being when they hit the ground. So this is the implements in which you play Two Up. It's this. Oh, Jesus, it's a big image, sorry. A big image. There we go. Big images on a small screen. So basically, you put the coins in the... I don't know what to call it. It's like a paddle, almost? And then, basically, everyone bets on what they think will be the outcome when it hits the ground. And that's the game. And apparently it was so addictive that it would cause mass civil disobedience, because essentially people would just be in the streets playing it and then get into fights and everything. And also the soldiers got in trouble playing it as well. So as part of like Anzac Day law, they essentially made it so that you can only play 2-up legally on Anzac Day. Remember US Marines fought to protect Australia from Imperial Japan in World War II? Yeah, so did Australia. It's a combined effort. World War in it. You should look up Kokoda. I don't think I would wish my worst enemies having to deal with Kokoda. I don't know if you know anything about it. It was pretty fucked up. It's pretty fucked up. Tell us more. Kokoda is insane. Kokoda is... There's a trail, essentially...
Cover the Battle of Brisbane. Fun story.
Oh, thank you for the super chat, Malcolm. And Azores, thank you for the 5 gift memberships. Thank you very, very much. And also, Azores, thank you as well for the super chats. Happy late Anzac Day, then. Been getting invested in World War I lately, as I've been trying to write an alternate history novel set in World War I. Oh, okay. Nice. Tung 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 Sahur is Indonesian Bros Rise Up. Invade Australia so people can hear Tung Tung Sahur. Also hag love. Please don't invade us. Thank you for the super chat with Kitsu, though. I guess it's something to do with Indonesia. Okay. Right, so Kokoda. Kokoda was, I'm going off memory and I'm probably mistaken. The Kokoda Trail is essentially one of the main trails through the mountains of Papua New Guinea that was essentially where a significant amount of fighting was during World War II between the Japanese and the Australians to defend the island of Papua New Guinea. And so it was the Kokoda Track Campaign. And it was very bloody. Very, very bloody. Because Papua New Guinea is incredibly mountainous. It's also incredibly tropical rainforest as well. So not only are you fighting the Japanese, if you're fighting the opponents, you're also fighting like dengue fever and shit, right? Because it's just like more people, I think, died because of illness than actually because of combat, I think. Or like significant portions of both sides got incredibly, incredibly sick. Is that... it might not be dengue fever. It might be like some sort of illness, but basically this is the trail. This is the Kokoda Trail, if you can kind of see it. It basically cuts through the island of Papua New Guinea. And if you're not aware, Papua New Guinea is north of Australia. So it is essentially the last line of defense that existed geographically between Japan launching a land invasion of Australia. So this is the trail. If you can, I'll make it bigger so you can actually see it. But you can see that line. Basically, Japan and Australia fought over this trail, and I think there was a combined 45,000 soldiers on one trail from both sides. So imagine trying to, when I mean a trail, I mean like a trail that you walk single file in. So imagine 45,000 people fighting over a single file trail in a mountainous tropical rainforest with illnesses and all sorts. And then also the actual the Papua New Guinean people were essentially forced into the conflict as well, because, well, they're being invaded. So they were also on the side of the Australians as well. which I think is why they were able to win, probably because of the assistance that the Papuans managed to give them, because they knew the local land, and they also knew the thing. So like when I talk about the Kokoda Trail being a trail, here's an example of the trail. So like most vehicles couldn't go up it. Thank you for the super chats. Here's an image of it. Oh geez, sorry, that's big. You can see there's a lot of horses, because horses could navigate it, or donkeys, or pack horses. They could go up it, but like vehicles, maybe not so much. So that's what the people of that was what the army of Australia and the army of Japan were fighting over. This trail. Let me see if I can find a picture of it. Yep, here's a river crossing in the trail. Here's a river crossing that's in the trail. This is, I think, probably the only bridge that the trail goes over. So imagine trying to defend and hold this. Did I take these pictures? No. This is what they fought over. This single file trail. So it was incredibly dangerous. And like it was a short campaign technically, because it was only like 6 or maybe 5 months. But like pretty high casualties, pretty high sickness rates because of all the tropical diseases that people were exposed to. If I can... Oh, I've accidentally closed the article that I was getting the pictures from. Defending sounds easier, which is probably why Australia did win, because they were on the defense. If I can find it. Trying to find it. Who is that? Someone asked about World War I. Who was that Australian general that was fucking insane? He was like hardcore as fuck. Do you know who I mean? There was like this Australian general who was like kind of like Canada tier of insanity for... Is it Monash? I think it's Monash, yeah. I think it's John Monash. He's like... He was kind of like batshit insane. Isn't he on the $100 bill? I don't know. I haven't seen Australian money in a long time. Like Custer insane? No, like hardcore as fuck insane. Like doing absurd maneuvers in World War II to... I mean, World War I to like trench bust, I think? I think they, I think he was like one of the pioneers of like counter trench warfare, right? Thank you for the super chats, Red Fox Outback. And thank you, WWII, for the super chat as well. I remember Dan Carling saying that Papuans would collect Japanese heads during World War II. Yeah, that sounds like it. I don't know if you know anything about Papua New Guinea. That still happens to this day. Tribe warfare is still a thing in Papua New Guinea in 2025. And that sometimes you hear stories about like widespread violence in Papua New Guinea between rival tribes, because they can hire mercenaries to go and raid the other tribe, which is kind of bonkers, because they do have like a prime minister and a central government who then is like going, guys, don't do that. But like, it's kind of bonkers. It is kind of bonkers. Anyway, yeah, sorry. Kokoda. Is this a good example of the village? Oh, yeah, guys. So, sorry. I figured, you know, let's just talk about history. Let's just talk about history. So, a lot of the pictures have been kind of like, I don't know, flat. Aside from that trail. Like, this looks pretty flat. This one, you know, it's a hill. It's kind of hilly. This is some parts of the trail, guys. This is some parts of the Kokoda Trail. Can you see that? These are Papuans evacuating casualties from the battlefield. That looks rough. Yeah. Yeah, it's very narrow and very steep. You can actually do this trail. There's a thing called the Kokoda Challenge, I think, which is run by, I think, former members of the Australian military. And so if you want to experience this trek, obviously without the fighting, thankfully, you can. So if you want to try and relive, I don't know, the suffering that the people went through in 1942, you can. Let's try and find more images. If I can find it. Some lads, I think, withdrawing from a battle. Here's some lads withdrawing from a battle. Thank you for the super chats. Clio isn't so old that she was in the Pacific Theatre in World War II. She grew up in Ireland. She would have been in the European theatre. Probably fought in Pancalini in Italy. Terrible how war splits families. Well, Ireland famously neutral during World War I. I mean, II, sorry. And also, well, I mean, they did something during World War I. Here is some lads. Here's some lads during the Kokoda, the trail warfare. I think this is them retreating from a battle. So you can see how muddy it is. Look how muddy that path is. And they're wearing just like standard military uniform of like shorts and shirts. They look like they're having a fine time. I think they're very happy to no longer be getting shot at. I would have to imagine. Do you have any good literature to recommend on this campaign? No, I don't. I have only passing knowledge, but I would suggest maybe, ooh, I don't know. It always, I mean, Reddit gets a bad rap, but the Ask Historian subreddit is like okay if you want to get a general reading list of like certain things. So you're probably thinking, how did they get sick so often? Here's the Australian artillery forces moving a cannon into position during the Kokoda trail. They're all goddamn topless. And then they're probably going, wait a second, why am I fucking so sick? It's because you're topless in a tropical rainforest, but I imagine it was very, very hot. Versus the mosquitoes and whatnot. They could have assembled it. Apparently not. You just have to like pull it up a hill. Or whatever that they're doing. There's the one guy in this entire picture who's actually fully clothed, and it's this guy right in the front. They look pretty miserable, aside from that one guy smiling straight at the camera. They do look really miserable. The Papuans wouldn't be wearing clothes, that's true, but they also probably had immune systems that were probably stronger for dealing with the illnesses of the area, right? Here's another example of how steep it was. Thank you, Clio. Was there an Austrian... I was there when the Austrian painter failed art school. I have no artistic ability, so I wouldn't have probably been there. More examples of how steep the hill was. You can kind of see the path that is made out of essentially just like chopped branches. Katachan IRL? Yeah, basically. Thank you for the super chat, phone number Stan. And thank you very much, Raid of Storms, for the super chat. Papua New Guinea has a special kind of hell for any kind of person, also said by Dan Carlin. Yeah, I do not envy the people that, I mean, why would you envy them? They're involved in a horrific warfare, but like, they went through some shit. Of a trail that is really not that long. The most important thing about it is that the trail isn't really that long. Thank you for the super chat, Reginald. Your feather quill, or headcanon, your feather quill was entrusted to you by, oh. Okay, thank you for the super chats. I will say, please don't bring up VTubers from other companies. I'm flattered that you're comparing us, but yeah. No. Thank you though. It's one of those awkward things where people can be very sensitive about that. And it's also like people do sometimes make fan art of like intercompany art. I know that like I have received stuff in the past, and the general sort of mentality of it is thank you, but I probably shouldn't interact with this publicly because people can be very weird about like comparisons being made about people from other companies, right? But yeah, thank you very much. Thank you for the super chats. It's absolutely nothing against you. It's just something that is to be mindful of. Oh, thank you, Be Soon. Thank you for the super chats. My dad explaining how he went to school and back. Yeah, basically, right? This is the shit that they had to put up with. I'm trying to find any more images, but I think Kokoda Trail campaign is probably the name for it. Is it Kokoda Trail, Kokoda Track? Images. What a view though, holy shit. Let me show you this image. Blurry as hell, but oh, it's like blown up. It's actually really low res. Damn. Okay, this is probably gonna look like ass. Oh god, which one is it? That's not it. This one. Okay, it's really low res, I apologize, but look at the view. Beautiful. But then you're also getting shot by the Japanese army, so not so beautiful. I'd be interested to hear if there are Japanese accounts of the Kokoda Trail campaign documented, because so far all I found is just Australian stuff. Oh my Jesus Christ. Okay, guys, some of the reasons the track, what the... Look at this shit. This was the bridge that they had to cross over one of the rivers. Look at the... What the fuck is this? Look at this shit. Imagine going across that full kit, full pack. Guns, backpack, equipment. It's literally a bunch of sticks and you're going... That's absurd. Is it going into the water? Hang on, is that going in? Are they in the water there on the other side? It looks like they are. Imagine having to march across that with a, I don't know what the term is, platoon? Regiment? That's insane, right? That's what they use to get around. That's probably why it was, you know, part of the reason why it was so fucked is just you can't have, I guess, traditional warfare in this landscape. Thank you very much for the super chat. Just imagine if they had to fall back and the commander tells the engineers to blow the bridge. I guess you could just cut it, right? Just get a pair of scissors and go snip. Yeah, so I don't know. A lot of World War gets, you know, glamorized, I guess. But I don't think this should be... This part shouldn't really be glamorized, because holy fuck. Holy fucking shit. It looks like these people went through goddamn hell, right? And I'm very grateful that they did to fight for my freedom. But yeah, I guess that's something to remember for like Memorial Day, Anzac Day, is yeah, like these people had to go through essentially living hell to just so you can, I don't know, watch a VTuber on the internet show you pictures of their events. The crazy part is... Oh, yeah, sorry. I'm trying to find more images to show you guys. Is that? No. Some of the pictures are very low res, so trying to find out like what the heck is happening in the image is very difficult. Thank you for the super chats. War is hell, but the hardware is awesome. Thank you. Thank you for the super chat. Did I miss any super chats? I don't think I did. I don't think I did. No, I didn't. Okay. You have to go to work now. Have a nice stream. Clio in chat. Thank you. Thank you very much. I hope you have a nice day at work. They didn't have 4K cameras back then? No, they did not, because it was 19... Jesus! Okay, some of the trail. Okay, I found some... This is some of the...
10 people, platoon, 40,
Thank you.
Company, multiple platoons, battalion, multiple companies.
Thank you, Malcolm.
So I would say about one company crossing the
That's
river.
a company. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you for the donation. This is... I guess some of the better managed parts of the trail. If I can find an image. Where is it? Where did I save it? I think I saved it. What is this? I did save it. Oh, here it is. Can you see how vertical that is? It actually has stairs. It has steps. But look how fucking vertical that shit is. And it just keeps going up. This is like the managed part. This is probably like close to the, I guess, the home base of the Australian military. Yeah, this is the Kokoda Trail. How many people did I say? It was 450,000 soldiers on with both sides combined fighting over this track. Your legs hurt looking at it? Yeah. Yeah. And look at the you can see that. There's a Papuan person, I think, carrying equipment. There's 2 Australian soldiers, and then there's this Papuan, I guess, volunteer. Hopefully a volunteer, not voluntold. He's just carrying their equipment for them. Can you see that? It's 96 kilometers long. 45,000 people fighting over a 96 kilometer track that is single file in a incredibly mountainous and rainforested area is just like, it boggles the mind. It absolutely boggles the mind that like people had to go through this. Right? That's 2 soldiers for every kilometer? Oh, for every 2 meters. 1 soldier for every 2 meters. Oh, yeah. I guess you are right, yeah. They're trained for it? I know, but it looked miserable. It looks pretty miserable. But yeah, if you, speaking of how miserable it is, if you want to do it, you can, because there's a trail that you can do if you want to go do it. Sorry, why did we start talking about this? You're a volunteer firefighter, do the same job. Thank you for the super chat. They weren't trained for that? Yeah. I don't think they would have been trained for that specific circumstance. So yeah, the Pacific Theater was pretty fucked up. Australia was involved, obviously. America was involved. Japan obviously was involved. New Zealand as well. Is pretty messed up. Passchendaele, 1917, No Man's Land. Not a great place to be upon command. Thousands of soldiers will march straight into hell on earth. Yeah. Yeah. I believe my great-grandfather was in the Battle of Jutland. And I don't know for certain, but I believe the boat that he was on sunk. But he survived somehow. Battle of Jutland being I think the largest naval battle in history. I think Battle of Jutland. I don't know if you know it, the Battle of Jutland. I think it's the largest and last major naval battle in military history, correct? Oh, it was the last major naval battle in any war fought primarily by battleships. There you go. Don't say which boats. Yeah, I know, I won't. I think I don't know for certain, but that's like the family lore, I guess, is that one of my ancestors, or I think was it great-grandfather? I don't remember. I don't remember how far back it is, but, well, obviously it's the 1917, but... Was it 1916? 1916. I think he was there? That's what we were told. You never know if that's true or not, right? Thank you for the super chats. Take this from someone currently serving in the military. Long walks, fully geared in mountainous terrain is not fun. Once we get to the fights, you're already exhausted. Right, yeah. Yeah. There's some pretty bonkers stuff happened. A lot of people went through a lot of misery and suffering. So hopefully it never happens again, right? I don't know. Like, obviously as a historian, I'm interested in war, I'm interested in conflict, but like, not enough for it to actually happen again. No thank you. I hope there's... My controversial take is I don't want war to happen. It's coming back around. Hopefully not. I'm talking historic times like history has ended. Plenty of things still to come. Yeah, like, oh, what's his name? What was that guy? Fukuyama. Francis Fukuyama, The Death of History. In which he said that, like, was it 1992? He said, oh, we live in such peaceful times now. History is dead. I mean, he has more of an argument to it than that. And I believe there's, like, some logic in the arguments that he makes. That, like, maybe makes sense, but I don't care enough to actually read his book. You're perfectly content with studying it. You do not wish to see it continuing. Exactly, yeah. The 90s were surreal. Yeah, I think he was basically, I think the crux of his argument was that the social democratization of the planet would essentially result in a time of global peace and prosperity, and therefore history is over. I think was the main argument of the book, but I haven't read it, so please do correct me. And he wrote that in 1992, and then obviously, well, history kept going. Yeah, very optimistic. Yeah. Oh yeah, the ascendancy of Western liberal democracy was the end of history. That was it. Not just the passing of a particular period of post-war history, but the end of history as such. That is, the end point of mankind's ideological evolution and the universalization of Western liberal democracy as the final form of human government. There you go. That's the argument following the dissolution of the Soviet Union. Holy fuck, that's a lot of super chats all at once. Thank you. But yeah, I think he put out a different book afterwards, right? I think he's put out books about it since. But yeah, important to know, he is not a historian. He is a political scientist, political economist, and then also an international relations expert, I guess, scholar. So not a historian. He was just making a very grandiose claim. Yeah. So a grifter? Maybe an idealist. Maybe just an idealist. Fukuyama is more correct than what people paraphrase him to be. Spengler talks about this. Thank you for the super chat. Yes, I have heard that, like, obviously everyone focuses on the initial, like, thesis that he posits, right, in his book. But I think if you do go into further detail, there's probably more merit to what he's saying. But obviously, like, me getting just the Cliff's Notes right then and there is probably not going to do it justice. Because it's probably like a 500-page argument and I just summed it up in, like, a sentence, right? Which is, you know, an academic faux pas, I guess. Thank you, Dark Bear Lab. Thank you for the super chats. When I was at Hiroshima, I learned that there was the only one developed photograph of the bomb. At that moment, I wonder if it was God's way of saying that just one image is enough to convey something so cruel. Yeah, I mean that's certainly a very spiritual way of thinking about it or looking at it. I guess you just, yeah, you don't really need to see that image multiple times, right? It kind of literally speaks for itself. Thank you, Mona Pandium, for the super chat. My grandfather fought in World War II. He raided a Nazi officer's house and sent war prizes to my grandma. We still have some of the items, but she made him get rid of all the flags and lugers. I hope they're in a museum. Yeah, hopefully. There's a lot of relics that do need to hopefully be safely preserved, because, you know, it's important to remember the past. Like, well, if you don't remember the past, then destined to repeat it, I guess is the old saying. It's, you know, it's important to remember the past and, you know, even the good and the bad, right? Like, we are humans as a race, we are capable of so much good, but we're also capable of so much evil too. But if you willfully ignore the evil, then the next generation isn't going to learn why that evil is bad, right? It's a lesson in learning from the past, right? So, you know, hopefully we don't get dragged into some friggin' global conflict again. Which is kind of like, you know, as a historian, I am against, like, I don't know. There's certain things that needs to be, like, remembered. Obviously, it's remembering and celebrating are two different things, right? That's a big deal, right? Remembering and celebrating are two different things. Thank you for the super chat, Brave. We've achieved the absolute peak of social evolution. There is nowhere to go from here. This is what humanity was made for. Insert dead empire here. Yeah, the Romans did talk about the decadence of the Roman Empire resulting in its downfall for like 200 plus years. we do have the Romans writing about how much their own rot, essentially, the corruption and rot of the Roman society and fabric was essentially resulting in the downfall of their own empire for, I think, maybe over 200 years. At that point, right? At least in the West. And also, thank you, Kitsu, for the super chat. World War I was a tragedy, World War II was a continuation, and the Cold War was its own tragedy. But God, the most horrific recent event was Yugoslavia. Yeah, I don't know too much about the Yugoslav wars. Even though, you know, it is a recent conflict, it's definitely something that, not good. And there's a reason that place is still kind of that region of the world is still very tense. Unfortunately. I don't know. It'd be nice to have peace, but I don't know if we can ever get there. No clue about what's happening in Central Africa. Yeah, I mean, there's conflicts in Africa going on right now, which are pretty awful. I don't know. I don't want this stream to be too depressing, right? There's some pretty fucked up shit happening right now that I don't know if we should really dwell. I mean, not dwell. Like maybe acknowledge, but also talking about it constantly is gonna be very morbid and depressing, right? Like, I don't know if you've seen what's happening in Sudan right now, but like, I think it's like the largest scale famine event in human history or something. It's pretty fucked up. Thank you very much. God hates taxes for the 5 memberships. Let's move on to a happy topic. Yes. Thank you very much. Moving on to a happier topic. Yesterday was Argentina's Independence Day. Oh, congratulations. Well, I hope you had a nice day. Who do you think would win, the Pombero or the Bad Lights? I don't know what either of those things are, sorry. Lots of people dying in wars in Africa, but barely any news coverage. Yeah. Anyway, so moving on, sorry. Just to maybe do a hard pivot, because that is a very heavy topic, and I feel like it is good to talk about those things, but I know you guys are probably here to hopefully have a nice time and be entertained, not, I don't know, depressed. Hopefully to not be depressed. So I do have, oh, thank you, Ditzy, for the super chat. Can you react to the recent Phase Weekly? Nope. I have my schedule for the week. Full disclosure, this schedule is maybe inaccurate. So it's actually the second one that I've put out this week, because I put out a tentative one and then I remembered, oh wait, fuck, I gotta change something. Because we were gonna have tea time this week, but Sleepy was feeling a bit overwhelmed in terms of, I think she's got like 2 collabs this week already. And so adding another collab into it would make it even worse. So this is the week's schedule. I did choose a cool artwork. It is by, sorry, let me get the full res open. Actually, I guess it's not full res. Full res for me. Utsukushi Desu, I think is how you say it. Let's resize it. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you, the Heek. On a happy note, do you know some random little facts in history that makes you laugh every time? Oh, a history fact that makes me laugh. I don't know. The history of the clavicle. Yeah, clavicles are nice. Very, very nice. Thank you for the super chat. I'm trying to think. I don't know. I always struggle with like coming up with things on the spot. Because sometimes, like, you know, when it comes to like lectures and stuff, you have to be prepared. you have to have notes, and you have like lecture notes, and you have readings that you've done. When I'm on the spot, I'm really bad at like pulling knowledge out of my butt or wherever I pull it from. Thank you for the super chats. As a medievalist, could you talk about the kinds of things common people like to joke / laugh about back then? People needed laughs. People need laughs. So you're asking about like social history? Medieval social history? I don't know if I remember too much about it. I did have to do, I think, similar courses to that. But I think they were more general and like throughout history. So I don't know. I don't know. if I can pull one out my bum right now. The Pompeii graffiti is always funny. Yeah, we've talked about that though. I feel like when I pull things out, it's like I want to have new things every single time, but I don't have new things every single time. We know that crude humor has been around forever. Yes. Even the Roman and Greek days. Like these times which are looked upon as like such, I don't know, classical classical eras, but then you like actually go in and read them and they're just like just as crude as we are now, except maybe even somehow cruder, because we have, I guess, at least a little bit more social decorum, I think, whereas the Romans were like, hey, did you know that giant penises were like lucky symbols? For example. I feel like we do. It's just, it's also more accessible, right? Like, obviously the internet has kind of made all that stuff more accessible. So yeah. Is that why Roman statues have small penises? No, like plenty of Roman statues do have big genitalia. I don't know how to phrase it. Plenty of them do. It depends on the artist and the style that they are working in. I'm not an art historian, however, so please do not rely on me to be like able to give you an actual answer. Anyway, sorry. Schedule. Okay, sorry. Happy notes. Schedule. So today was Cuphead and also the evening chat. Tomorrow is EU4. I figured I would change up the order in which I stream certain games this week. So tomorrow is EU4. I'll hopefully finish the Papal States run finally. And if we finish it, we can start a new run. And then Wednesday, for me, bearing in mind, guys, all times listed on the dates are in Australian times. So this is my time. So today is Monday for me right now. Tomorrow is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I am... all the times in the schedule are based on Australian time, so 10 a.m. on Tuesday, which is in 11 hours is the next stream. 11 hours to the next stream. And yeah. So then there's on Wednesday my time, which I think is Tuesday for pretty much America, is the Invaders anniversary. So Jelly, Dizzy, Ember, and Lumi, they have their special Invader anniversary event planned. Obviously, I'm also an Invader, so I want to cheer them on. I want to watch all the streams. I think they're starting it at some absurd time for me, so I don't know if I can. But yeah, I would like to support them and cheer them on during their streams. So hopefully, that will all be well, and then. Don't snitch, okay, guys? Do not snitch. I'm going to tell you guys this. But you have to promise, pinky promise, guys, that you don't snitch, okay? Snitches do get stitches, yes. They will not get library card access. Keep a secret, yes. Keep a secret, guys. So... we do have a little gift planned for them, okay? We have a little gift planned for them, but you have to be quiet, okay? Shh, shh. No leaking, shh, shh. Invader Quest does have a little bit of a gift. It's not too grand. We just want to say thank you and appreciation for the senpai who helped, lead the way for us, because, obviously without them, we're not here. So, it's nice to... It's also cool that, like, our anniversary will be, like, around the same time as theirs as well. Obviously, ours is start of May, and theirs is end of May, but...
Hi, Clio. I got 2 questions. One.
Thank you for the...
What's your favorite historic fact about crossbows? 2. Any chance we can get another Clio plushie?
Yep.
I missed it when you were still you for all the history-themed streams and other content.
Thank you. Thank you, Dorothy, for the donation. First question about crossbows. they're pretty fucking cool. But it is interesting how, like, technological marvels did revolutionize warfare, right? Like, the fact that the crossbow basically caused a dramatic shift in warfare because all of a sudden you had people being able to be incredibly deadly without needing military training, because it is literally just like point and click. And so, like, you know, the fact that you did have, like, for example, the Pope banning it, right, is pretty crazy. It is kind of funny when you think about it in, like, a modern terminology. The upset nobles and warriors and military caste throughout the world being upset at the invention of the crossbow is kind of like in a video game when they have a balance patch and they introduce a new OP character to the game and everyone is yelling at the devs to balance it, to make it fair. It's kind of like that, right? Because they're like, OMG, this new weapon is too OP. You don't even need to learn how to fight to use it. SMH, weapon inventors, please rebalance. Power creep is real. Yeah, the warfare got power creeps by crossbows. But it didn't, you know, you didn't have wholesale crossbow replacements of things like archery, for example. You do have people using archery and crossbows alongside each other in warfare. I mean, you also have people using archery, crossbows, and early hand cannons together. I think there's a depiction at I want to say it's during one of the last Crusader battles in the 1300s, and in the artwork there is a person using a bow and arrow, and then right next to them is someone using a hand cannon, which is kind of interesting to think about, because you probably maybe have the mentality that, oh, when technologies emerge, then they supersede everything that came before it, right? When in actual fact, the diffusion of technology is a slow and gradual process, and it does take time for things to become antiquated and outdated. Oh, thank you for the super chats. Mona Pandium. Fun fact, crossbow hunting is illegal in the US. Unless you have a disability, then you can get a special license. Oh, interesting. Didn't know that. Thank you for the super chat. Time for Jack to let a rip. Do you think more armies should have uniforms like the Pontifical Swiss Guard? Wouldn't it be cool? Yes, I think that would be cool. Purely cosmetic aura farming, if I may use a modern lingo. I think it would be very sick if we had people have like their dress uniform be very, very, I don't know, medieval inspired, right? I think that would be sick. Also, Koenig, I don't know how to say your surname without sounding like I'm saying a naughty word. Thoughts on, I don't know this, sorry. You may have sent me a super chat, and I don't know what this is. It is I'm probably gonna butcher this. It is Turkish. It's Töbekli Tepe and Upa. What is Upa? Sorry. It's a Neolithic settlement in Anatolia, by the looks of things. I've never been. Oh, out of place artifact. Is that what you mean? Out of place artifact? No, I don't know anything about this, sorry. It looks cool though, looking at the Google image. Whereabouts in Anatolia is it? Upper Mesopotamia. Oh, okay, so it's like Eastern Turkey. I've only been to Western Turkey. Let me zoom out on the map. Oh, yeah, that's like basically on the border with Syria. Yeah, okay. It looks cool. I didn't know it existed, but it's an ancient Pontic Greek settlement. It looks cool, yeah. When I was in, where was I in Turkey when I visited? I was around the, I think it's, oh god, I'd have to zoom in. Where did I stay? It was, I actually don't remember. It's somewhere on the west coast of Turkey. It's near the big sulfur pit place. Do you know what I mean? Well, I guess one of them. There's multiple. But it was on the coast, was where I stayed. And then we did like a trip around. We did like a guided tour of the area. I'm trying to remember where I stayed. Izmir? I think Izmir is maybe the place, but I don't remember for certain. But I do remember seeing various different ancient Greek settlements and also Turkish stuff too. But how old was I when I did that trip? I don't remember. I still lived in Europe at the time, so it's a long time ago now. And thank you, Dorothy. Your other question was, will we get another Clio plush? So I have been reached out to different plush makers about getting a new plush. I held off on responding to any of them because obviously I was joining Phase Connect and I wasn't sure about how we were gonna, like, what the logistics were for that. And so I can't promise anything right now, but yes, there will be a new plush. Whether it is, produced by FaZe or if it's with a third party production company like U2's or Makeship or whatever, I can't say. But yeah, it'll happen. Just it'll be one of those things in the future. So if you did miss the original Clio plushie, don't worry, because there will be new Clio plushie, hopefully eventually in the future sometime. But I don't know when it'll happen because I don't have it. I'm not going to be able to. I can't promise you right now that it's being worked on. It's just something that probably will happen in the future. Yeah. I think I still have the images of my old plushie somewhere. I can show you it. Where would it be? Oh, it'd be in my stream assets folder. Yes. If you missed it, I had a plushie. Here it is. This is old Clio, OG Clio. It was through Makeship. There were 400 of them made, I think. 400. So I guess kind of a little bit of a collector item, I guess, right? A little bit of a collector item. Clio Daki? Well, my birthday's coming up, and that's all I'll say. Yeah, so if you got this little plushie, I guess it might be worth a bit more, because I guess more people do know about me, right? More people do know I exist, because I'm in FaZe now, and I mean, it's quite clear that my audience has, not to number friend, but my audience definitely has grown a certain amount, in the last 3 weeks, so, yeah. I guess they are kind of like a collector's item now. Why is my birthday coming up? Well, everyone's birthday is coming up. It's the birthday. Every day you progress closer to your birthday until your birthday is done, and then it starts over. That's how birthdays work. Yeah? I think Twitch chat. Did YouTube chat die? I don't know. Okay, no, we're fine. Why were you born? Oh, wait a second. I recognize you. Okay. Time to not read that guy's messages anymore. Oh, thank you for the super chat. Thank you very much. Sean. Number one thing I'm looking forward to you is seeing Eepy marry and the yearly company song. Christmas or anniversary, those group songs are always a perfect tearjerker or a masterpiece. Oh, other masterpiece. I can't confirm anything. But I am trying to get better at singing, but I'm starting from the bottom. So please bear with me. Please bear with me because I'm I think I am tone deaf, to be honest. I think I might genuinely be tone deaf. I have a random image in the OBS. What is that? Oh no, it's my alerts. Okay, I can lock them. Alerts. Boop. Alerts. Where's my other alerts? Huh? Where's my other alerts? I have 2 alert systems. Oh, there it is. Okay, no, we're fine. Yes, just bear with me because I can't sing, but I'll try my best. But it's just be aware that my best is not very good. My best is not very good. Yes, the idol arc is happening. I'm in my idol arc. I'm now an idol, guys. I'm in an idol company. So, ergo idol. But I think I prefer being idle, if you catch my drift. I think, if you catch my drift, I think I prefer being idle than idol. You like bad singers? Well, I mean, you'll love me then, I guess. Why? Why am I in the company? Because Phase Connect is fucking sick, and I thought me joining might be a good idea, and so far it's proved out to be pretty cool, I think. I will say, having not streamed yesterday, and technically a bit today, I have been getting a bit of brainworms. I don't know, I think when I don't stream, I actually get mentally ill, which is weird. Does that make sense? I don't think that makes sense. But yeah, when I don't stream, I feel like my mental health actually gets worse, which is bizarre. I don't know, I really like doing this. I'm a workaholic, I'm parasocial, maybe. These could be various different reasons. Streamer brain. You've heard about that phenomenon? I'm addicted to your cruel attention. That makes me sound like a narcissist. Mentally dependent on streaming? That makes me sound weak. Which I am weak. You guys could probably beat me in an arm wrestling competition. I need to yap? Maybe. I don't know, because I'm very shy. I'm very quiet outside of streaming. If we ever meet, if I ever meet any of my colleagues, they'll probably be quite astounded by how quiet I am. I'm quite shy. I'm being clingy. Am I clingy to you guys? I'm a most wondrous addition to the company. Thank you. Thank you very much. Sundare? A former history lecturer is shy? Yeah, but just because you did lectures doesn't mean you're good at public speaking or good with having attention on you. Otherwise, most people involved in academia would be natural born showmen, I guess. Shyness is very common amongst VTubers. I guess there's also there's the elements of, the pandemic and everything kind of forced everyone to be shut-ins for a bit, and then VTubers are, I guess, naturally online for long periods, so that probably also helps. Freudian slip. She is an addiction. Are you addicted to me? We like embarrassed hags. Thank you. You should see the log bugs if you want to see clingy. I mean, I think I'm a love bug. I think. I like Dizzy. I don't know. You seem to hold the general public to a higher standard of speaking than a trained academic. I don't know if that's true. I just feel like with that, I don't think my opinion's worth shit, and I don't think I'm very important. I don't think I'm smart, so I don't really hold my own. I don't know if it's self-esteem. I just don't have, I guess, that much arrogance about it. Because I don't know, I just don't think I'm that important, I guess, or that my point of view is important. So that all kind of stems into my I guess, how I go to deal with stuff like React content, right? I'm priceless. Well, thank you. I'm important to you guys. Oh, that's very kind of you to say. I'm not arrogant. Well, I feel like I guess that's a very modest thing. I'm so modest as well. I feel like I don't have like the stereotypical, maybe outgoing sort of self-importance that I think a lot of streamers maybe do have. If I can self-analyze, which I know is I'm inherently biased about myself, I may well be. I don't know if I would say humble. I feel like that might be a stretch, but I don't know. Except when it comes to the beanie, I have nothing to... What do you mean? It's just a hat that I wear. Just be yourself. Humble bragging is next level. I do actually have something that I can brag about if I am allowed to, because my sponsor manager from Key Creators did send me this. Guys, can I... It is number friending. I apologize. It is number friending. It is number friending. I apologize. If I'm allowed to be proud of something that's kind of fucking sick, let me go get it open on the screen. The numbers. So yes, if I'm allowed to be a little bit proud of something, not my partner manager, but my sponsor manager sent me this because he was like, I guess he just reviews like the analytics every now and then because he has to. It's his job. He needs to, you know, sell my importance to sponsor offers. But he sent me this. I'll make it bigger so you can read it. This is the most watched Australian streamers on all of Twitch in the last 7 days. And I'm 5th in the world. So I guess that also means I'm the most watched VTuber on Twitch. From Australia. I should paraphrase. From Australia. So yeah, that's kind of nutty to think about. And my sponsor manager was like, oh yeah, by the way, like the people who are above you in this thing have like close to 2 million followers on those on Twitch, for example. I think the guy who's number one is he's like a Fortnite guy, and he has like 2 million followers on Twitch, which is kind of bonkers. Yeah, so that was, I don't know, I saw that and I was like, oh, well, that's nice. So thank you everyone for the support, guys. I really appreciate it. Hopefully I can leverage that for sponsors and stuff. But, you know, thank you very much. Thank you for the support, guys. I really appreciate it. Steel Mage moved to Ireland. Maybe I could set up stuff with them. Maybe, yeah. I think there's stuff in the works with like Australian companies at the moment. Like I've worked with Australian companies in the past. My mouse and keyboard that I use are by Glorious. And I really like them. I didn't think I would like a smaller keyboard, but I'm using I think it's a 60%. It's like a numpadless keyboard, and I'd never used one before, but it's actually pretty handy. I actually quite like it because I do have a smaller space. My desk is not very big, so downgrading the size of my keyboard was actually an upgrade for my actual it was actually an upgrade for my setup because I now have actual room on my desk. Yeah, 10 keyless. Thank you very much. Yeah, I have the GMMK Pro by Glorious. That's the keyboard, and then the mouse is the Model 0 by Glorious as well. And they were very nice and sent it to me for free. Well, I did have like a sponsored tweet and segment on a stream once. But yeah. Do you miss the numpad? Every now and then I'm like, oh man, I miss having like the extra little numpads, but the convenience of having a smaller keyboard on my desk is definitely nice. It's definitely nice. Women generally prefer 10 keyless for obvious reasons. What, because we don't do maths? Is it because I'm a mathlet? Because I'm too stupid to do numbers? I I actually don't know what you meant by that. I'm sorry. I just went for the sexism straight away. Because it's a funny joke. What was I going to say? Oh, my fucking guys, we just tangented way too hard. Thank you again for the super chats. Oh, sorry, I missed your super chat. June Hepburn. People saying Pope tried to ban it are factually correct, but what they don't tell you is that the same ruling Pope also banned all other projectile weapons. Yes, very true. Thank you, because I think it was the argument that, like, hey, it's not fair that you can get shot whilst in full armor, right? Also, time for Jack to let her rip, another super chat. GT is a monolithic structure built by hunter-gatherers long before the pyramids and Stonehenge, during a time when we didn't expect hunter-gatherers to be building. Okay. Yeah, so I don't know, like, anything about early Neolithic history or anything like that, so that's just kind of like a cool tidbit. So thank you. Thank you very much. How do you feel about Gladiator the movie? Love it. It's historically very inaccurate, but it's a lot of fun. It's a fun spectacle. I haven't seen the second one. Apparently, I should keep it that way, but yeah. Hello, Dr. Salt. Also, guys, if I'm allowed to. Oh, thank you, Ditsy Ditsy. Thoughts on people ing themselves, as in like jelly? Jelly awawawas. There's nothing wrong with awawaing, I think. It's just what jelly does. I'm not sure. I don't think I understand what you mean. Sorry. So yes, schedule for the week. Schedule for the week. Do. So today is evening chat. Tomorrow EU4, changing things around for stream order. Oh yeah, and then Wednesday, Invader anniversary. I may do a gorilla stream for the first time ever that evening if I'm bored out of my mind because I have nothing to do. I should probably keep it a rest day, but I could maybe do a gorilla stream, and it'll probably just be like an evening stream in which I'll play like my daily dolls or something, or I'll maybe I'll do like some bazaar or something. Probably nothing too like serious. Yeah. And then on Thursday is assorted gaming, which is a very non-specific, it's a very vague way of phrasing it. So Thursday, 29th, I'm just gonna be playing a bunch of stuff. I do have a collab with my friends that, for the YouTube audience, you may not know because they are Twitch streamers, they are Twitch VTubers. But I actually was playing Monster Hunter Wilds with 3 friends of mine. And so I will be, a part of this stream on Thursday will be the collab with that. So we'll be playing a little bit of Monster Hunter Wilds. We'll be doing like the end game stuff, I guess, because we kind of got to the end game stuff. So that is KK Cyber, who I believe has a long time ago collabed with Tenma and Leah, I think. There will be Shimada Tiger, who is a fighting game VTuber. And also Yozora, who is a New Zealand raccoon VTuber, who is also a friend of Sheena. So yes, that'll be part of the stream, but it won't be the entire stream because eventually the Americans in the club will go to bed. And yeah, we will be doing something else afterwards, which I guess we can decide as a group what we do. So yeah. What weapon do I main? I am a hammer main. I like hitting things with a big hammer and knocking them out. Big fan of that. So yeah, Thursday will be like an assorted array of games, and I will, I don't know what I'll play after the Monster Hunter Collab, and I don't know what we'll do before the Monster Hunter Collab, but, you know, we'll chill and hang out and then hopefully have fun together. So that's Thursday. Friday is Kenshi. A big thing about the Friday stream is it's also the day that Elden Ring Night Rain comes out, and I am due to be in a schedule, so I did mention at the start of the stream, this may change. I completely forgot Elden Ring Night Rain comes out this week. So At some point, I will be playing that. I don't know if it will be on the launch day, because I believe it launches 8 a.m. my time on Friday. So it will be myself, my senpai, Kaneko Lumi, and Savvy. I think her full name is Savvy Senpai. That is our lineup for the Night Rain collab. Savvy is on Twitch. Her handle is SAVII. So that's, I think, that's her handle, right? Let me just double check that real quick. Oh, there we go. Savvy, do you have your Twitch account linked? Yes, it is II. SAVII on Twitch. So yeah, that'll be at some point during the week. I don't know when. I don't even know if it'll be this week, but so tentatively, there may be an Elden Ring Night Rain collab at some point in the latter half of the week when it releases. So yeah, so in the meantime, it is currently Kenshi. If we move things around, it'll probably be that the Elden Ring collab will only be like, I don't know, a few hours or something. Probably. It probably won't be like a whole stream. So we could play that and then move on to Kenshi, or maybe that'll be on the day where I'm playing Total Warhammer, which is the day after. So I've got Total Warhammer 3 on the day after, on the Saturday. And then first day of June, aka first day of Pride, I have my banger tweet lined up for the Everton flag. We will hopefully this time have the library card review. So that'll be on Sunday. That'll be on Sunday. So there you go. And if we finish the someone typed clavicle in the chat, and I just had clavicles on the mind, and then I had it on the screen. Ooh, clavicle. That's me when I see clavicles. No, I'm not thirsting over my own. I'm talking generally. So yeah, that's the rest of the week. That's the rest of the week. So hopefully, everything will go to plan. Hopefully no technical issues, bearing in mind that I am in fact Clio IT, so I think technical issues aren't avoidable, unfortunately, for me. But yeah. View a clavicle review when? Am I allowed to do that? Is that allowed? I know you guys can do like fashion reviews, but I think that Tenma did do the muscle one, but I think the clavicle one might be like sexual harassment. But I guess the Tenma one wasn't really that far apart from it either, I suppose. I guess if you are consenting by submitting it, but I don't know. I feel like that might be going too far. It might be a little bit odd. Yeah. That might be a little bit sinister. Having everyone's clavicles being documented forever on YouTube. Oh, thank you, Tom All Thumbs, for the super chat. Clio needs IT help. That is true. That is basically me. That's me IRL. Which I think there's artwork of me reading various technical books for assistance. HR would approve? Yeah, Himemiya Rie would approve it, that's for sure. Tenma just sent me a message saying, Clio, do you want to play something today? Tenma, it's 11:30. It is 11:30 p.m. for me, and I am going to bed soon, hopefully. I have a stream scheduled in the morning, so I probably cannot fit in something right now. Sorry, Tenma. She did. Oh yeah, guys, if you did miss the collab, I have something important to announce. Is that I did finally convince someone to get Guild Wars 1. So Tenma did buy Guild Wars 1, so yeah, we can have a fun time. I can have a fun time with Tenma playing Guild Wars 1 and just yapping about stuff. So yeah, I finally have someone to play with. Oh, she said rest well. Thank you. I hope your head isn't hurting. Because yes, if you missed the collab, we played Cuphead. I had 300 ping because it turns out Cuphead doesn't have like official online multiplayer. It's like you have to use stream play together, so it has more latency than you would expect. And then obviously the geographical distance as well. And we were playing Cuphead, which is a very difficult game, which requires finesse in terms of movement and timing. And then we also, I stupidly said, oh, thinking my connection would be perfectly fine, stupidly, I suggested, oh, we could make it like a drinking challenge, because we're both endurance streamers. And then I also said we should do it at this time being 7 a.m. my time, which I'm not sure what time it was for Tenma either, but it turns out that both of us hadn't eaten. So Tenma was drinking friggin' soju, and I was drinking beer, and you only said yes because you love drinking. Well, Tenma, maybe we should do like a drinking stream in the future. We could just do like a Kanpai stream, I guess. A Kanpai stream with a Kanpai Nikki. Bet? Ooh. Crack open a few cold ones, play some Guild Wars, have some beds. Beer, not Irish whiskey. I am not drinking liqueur or spirits or anything hard at 7 a.m. in the morning. I had beer and I fell asleep. I basically spent most of today just asleep. I think the stream ended at like 9 a.m. my time, and then the next thing I know, it was 3 p.m. And then from 3 p.m. onwards, I think, just trying to work on stuff and do stuff like my passport application. Yeah, Guild Wars 1, not Guild Wars 2. I don't know if I can convince anyone to play Guild Wars 2 with me. It's a fun game, but I also haven't... Like, I used to play Guild Wars 2 quite religiously, and then I eventually got burnt out from just the lack of things to do at the end game. And then I think, 6 or 7 years have now passed since then, and there's plenty of things to do, but it's one of those things, I don't know about you guys, but when you, like, play a game like an MMO and you quit it, it's incredibly hard to get back into it, right? At a later date, right? I don't know if you have the same problem. I've had the same issue with Final Fantasy XIV, where I quit at the end of Endwalker. I mean, the main expansion of Endwalker, so before any of the patches. And I felt like, I'm done. I finished the game. There's new stuff, but I don't have any interest in it. You put 700 hours into Lost Ark, you can't play it again? Yeah, it's definitely true. Can't go back, especially if you were hardcore, going back to it as a casual. Yeah, my Guild Wars 2 hours, I think on my main account, on Guild Wars 2, I think probably accrued, like, a lot of it was probably AFK, because I went really hard on that game when it came out, because it was just like, did I finish with Uni then? I can't remember if I was finished with Uni then, or if I was... It's around the time of, like, that whole time frame kind of blurs together of university ending and, like, me going into the working world as an adult. Oh, one sec. Rumi came in to deliver Lottie. Because it's my turn to look after Lottie. Which is also maybe a signal, sorry, blah, blah. A signal that maybe we should start thinking about wrapping up tonight. Maybe. Sorry. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So it's around that time of my life in which I was like being a functioning member of society, I guess, but I also wasn't because I was being a degen in Guild Wars 2 because I basically just left my computer on 24/7 in Guild Wars 2, and I think I had somewhere in the region of like 10,000 hours. But I think I got those 10,000 hours like relatively quick because I just never turned the game off. There were times, because I used to have a pretty good PC back in the day, there were times in which I would have Guild Wars 2 open and I would also have EU4 open. And so I could just have conversations in Guild Wars 2 in Lion's Arch with like guildies and stuff. And then have EU4 open at the same time. Energy bills went crazy? Yeah, I was a bit stupid. I was young, dumb, and full of fun. Guild Wars 2 also runs on a potato. Does it? I mean, Guild Wars 1 definitely does. That's definitely how that line goes. I know, I'm not going to say the the other way. That's for sure. You could never do even half that of any game. I know, yeah. Well, I mean, I think it's probably safe to say that I have a video game addiction, maybe. I think if I did have an addiction, it might be video games. Right? Didn't the creator of Guild Wars have a failed Kickstarter? Really? I didn't know that. I've been so out of the loop with Guild Wars stuff, so yeah. What? No way? I don't know. I think maybe I do have like a video game addiction because like I said, the reason I do long streams is because I would have been doing this anyway. Like, I guess technically I would be unemployed. I just managed to turn my gaming pastime into a hobby, like into an actual career. I probably would have been doing this regardless if I wasn't a VTuber. I would just be also just like playing a shit ton of video games. It somehow works. I'm living the deal, absolutely. Not real. I'm living the dream, yes. I am very aware that I have the dream job of the world. I know there's a lot of probably young people especially who are very envious of what I do for a living and want to do it themselves. Please don't, because I need people to watch me. No, it's cool. It's cool, but it's incredibly, it's strangely brutal. It is strangely brutal. It's very difficult to make headway in streaming or content creation in general. Like the average CCV, I think, on Twitch is like 3 viewers or something. If you have 10 viewers on Twitch, you're in the top 1%, I think, of all Twitch streamers. Which just kind of goes to show just how many people are trying to, maybe not trying to make a career out of it, but are streaming, right? Because a lot of people want to do it because it's really fun. You get to play video games and you get to hang out and you have a fun time, hopefully. So yeah, it's kind of, it's a pretty brutal, like, career to try and, like, make a name for yourself in, if that makes sense. It's like being freelance creative. You need to be really good or bring something new to the table or just be lucky. Like, there's definitely an element of luck. I got very lucky. I got very, very lucky. If you could stop doing your 9 to 5 and stream, you'd go for it as well. Yeah. Like, you guys have, like, actual serious jobs that require, like, are of importance. And I'm just, like, a digital clown that you put on the second monitor whilst you actually do important things. I'm saying shit like, oh, wouldn't it be good if I built a castle over here? Because then I can defend my mountain range forts from the attack from the French, blah, 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 blah. And then you guys are like doing like Excel spreadsheets to decide like tax brackets for like the entire population of the country you live in and stuff. That's not humble bragging. I'm saying I'm a little jester. Ha ha he he hoo hoo. Like, you guys are the ones actually doing things of actual importance. Everyone has a role in the world. I know. I'm the little clown. What's it? I'm Pagliacci. Is it Pagliacci? But Doctor, I am Pagliacci. But Doctor, I am Clio. Thank you, Ditzy. Thank you. Thank you for the super chats. Hi, Tenma. Can you please get Clio to do her cutest senpai bit, please? Oh, what do you mean cutest senpai bit? Also, Zero sent a super chat. Will you join Tenma for the muscle review? I can appreciate the muscled form, male and female. If Tenma ever does like a muscle stream, maybe I can ask to be included in it. I used to be a gym rat, so you know, I can appreciate the physical specimens of the, I don't know, the phase community. More gym motivation. I do need to get back into it, but also I can't go to the gym if I'm streaming for 12 hours a day. Well, you can, but then that's even less time to sleep. And also the gym that is near me is not near me. It's annoying to get to, and I have to pay my... Well, now I can afford it again, right? Because when I was working in academia, I couldn't really justify it. It was too expensive. Work out at home? Yeah, that might be a goal, right? If I do get my own place, I might try and make my own home gym. Like stuff like the Peloton, right? I want to get like a Peloton. I want to join the Peloton cult so bad. It sounds terrible. I want to be indoctrinated into the Peloton cult so I can have a stupidly overpriced bike that can't move, that I can watch, like, I don't know, 50-year-old men pass me by on the Peloton race thing that happens when you're playing, or when you're exercising, and then they high-five you as they go past you, and it's like, oh man, this sucks. I'm getting passed by a 70-year-old. I want that so bad. Peloton on streaming? I think that might genuinely be Kino, but it might be too lewd? It might be lewd. Because I've done I did a Ring Fit stream, and I know some early Hextorians saved that stream. I know there's saved archives of that stream out there. Do Ring Fit again to test it? Is Ring Fit getting updated for the Switch too? Because that will be motivation to maybe pick up a Switch Ring Fit again, because I haven't done that in a long time. Someone post a mirror link, find the VOD. Oh, bear in mind that was like before I got any audio assistance with regards to the settings, so my mic is utterly cooked. Because when I did the Ring Fit stream, I think I was still using the setup of following 3 different audio guides to try and make the perfect audio setup, in which case I have like maybe the most distorted voice possible. It's really, really bad. It's super crunchy, yeah. There's a Clio archive. There is actually a Clio archive that I am responsible for. It's a Clio VOD channel on YouTube, or Clio IT VODs, at Clio IT VODs. Thank you for 1,000 subscribers on it, by the way. Let me find it. Oh, that's weird. I opened YouTube and there's a clip of me. That's never not going to be weird. I'm gonna be honest. That is never not going to be weird that I open YouTube and I see myself in clip form. I'm sorry. Maybe I should expect that, because I don't know. When I'm on YouTube, when I'm on Twitch, like I don't really have like a lot of carryover from Twitch to YouTube of people going out and clipping indie VTubers, unless you have dedicated clippers, right? Because a lot of big name Twitch VTubers do. I never did that, so I was just relying on like the free will, the good, what's the word I'm looking for? The good free will of clippers thinking they have something interesting, I guess. But now when I look at YouTube, I keep seeing clips of myself and it's like, what the fuck? This is weird. This is weird. Good Samaritans, I guess, yeah. Clio React? No. So can I switch accounts? Can I switch accounts whilst I'm on YouTube? Whilst I'm live streaming? I think I can. Yeah, I have 1,130 subscribers on the VOD channel. Thank you very much, guys, for everyone subscribing. I hope you enjoy them. I totally understand that I don't think I have ads on it. I don't know if I monetized it. Hopefully it isn't, but I apologize if it is. Yeah, there's VODs if you want to watch them. I think I do have some VODs that I need to still pull over to the back end from my Twitch dashboard, which I might, seeing as I've just brought it up, I might do that now when I end stream, which... Sorry to do this, guys. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming to today's stream. Thank you. Oh no. At least 5 more hours? In 5 hours, it's gonna be 5 hours from my next stream. I'm not ending a stream in 5 hours. Yamaro, I'm sorry guys. Just a short evening stream, because I know that, like, when it gets to this time of day around the world, I know that there's not many, sometimes there's not many FaZe streamers live, so, you know, it's nice to kind of fill that time gap. Hopefully you guys can, you know, enjoy the stream, and hopefully you've enjoyed me yapping to myself. Thank you, Daisy Chain, for the super chat as well. Get seconds to pay for your gym membership. I believe other members have done that. So I might go ahead and do that as well. I do need to yell at him to maybe pay for some streaming software so I can actually have like proper audio plugins again. That would be nice. Now, I'm just gonna double check. I only have 2 people live on my subscription feed. One is Legend of Total War and the other is Yu-chan. So we're gonna raid Yu-chan. Or Yukon, I should say. Probably can't raid Legend of Total War. He doesn't even show up. Never mind, you can't raid him. He doesn't have raids enabled, I think. What are you doing, Lottie? Also, I have a little dog who wants to play. Raid the WWII. I haven't really been watching, I'm gonna be honest. I saw that they did, like, some tactical shithousery by overlapping their events with AEW. So yeah, thank you very much for coming. Otsu Clio, Otsu FaZe, Otsu evening chats, Otsu European viewers, Otsu morning for you guys, Otsu afternoon, Otsu evening. Thank you for coming. Otsu FaZe, Otsu Invaders, Otsu Quest, Otsu Hag. And I'll see you guys. Mia knocked it out of the park with the animation. Yes, she did. She was really, really good about just like doing this and like making it so incredible. So thank you, Mia. Thank you guys. Hag love. Otsu Hag. Thank you very much. Until next time, guys. See you later. Itagator. In a while, Clio Dial. No.